Yeah.
So,
How many children do you have?
50.
50. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I knew you knew it.
Were
I
you a
don't know.
polygamist?
Huh?
Were you a polygamist?
I would have been,
Yeah.
probably, if I'd have been born around Salt Lake. I'd have sure would have, you know.
I can bring you back there if you'd like.
No, it's a
You
little
look like
late.
a prophet.
It's a little late now. But, you know, this tape going back there might just change their whole way of life. Who knows?
How
You know?
so? How do you think it would change their life?
Well, because they're listening to things from a different point of view. And they only listen to things from one point of view, you know, their fathers and mothers. They're all completely going for that. And I don't think they would sit around and listen to anybody who wasn't going for it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are as stubborn as we are.
Yeah.
So I think they would listen and then realize, you know, that it's about God. It's not about them and their satisfaction, you know. And
True.
that's what most people, all comes down to vanity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This guy can say, well, I had 12 wives. This guy always say, I had 6, but I got 50 children or something, you know. And,
Hmm.
you know, I could see myself in the same place, you know. And
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of fun, I imagine, in some ways. Oh, but when you really think about it, you know, I just, from what I read about it, you know, when the girls reach around 12, you know, these guys are wanting them then, you know. And so that's kind of a shame not to let some young man have them, you know, which can keep up with them and make them really happy, you know. It's an old man, you know, can't really do much for their happiness, you know, or their
That's true.
sexual life at all, you know. But it's just all for them and vanity, you know. And so that's kind of the craps, you know.
That is totally the craps.
Yeah, but you know, I can see why that stuff happened. You know, people was trying to create populations here and there, and for wars, and just for building a real tight community that nobody could come in and bust apart. I think Salt Lake City, when they first was getting started, some wagon train full of other peoples, other kinds of religion stuff, tried moving in on them, you know, and they
Hmm.
shot them all up. I
Oh.
remember something about that, and that wasn't very good on their record, you
No,
know.
that's not.
No, so, and that guy who started it all, I forget his name.
Joseph
He's
Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I went to a church down the block when I lived in Santa Monica. Me and my brothers both went, cause we knew some Mormons around there. They all lived around the area, and they're all really cool people. You know, all of them. I love them all, and they're all very intelligent people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and the girls are very friendly. You know, they was
Mm-hmm.
brought up to be friendly. You know, not like
Yeah.
girls in regular society are brought up in a crazier way. You know, to act like they don't really want men and to run and whatever. The games they play anyway. But
Hmm.
whereas in the church, the young children would get up and talk about their life and problems that they had, and that was so cool, you know, to hear some like 8-year-old girl or 12-year-old girl get up and talk and share from her heart, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which where else would you ever hear something like that?
Yeah.
So they get a lot more intelligent in a lot of ways. They're they excel in a lot of ways, you know, and they keep their community pretty close, knit tied, whatever. They just I don't know, but there's a lot of other things to it too. I heard of like if they got too many boys, they run them off, you know, and I heard other things like some of them boys would have broken arms and stuff like that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so to get rid of them, you know, break your arm and shove them off, you know. It,
Wow.
it just you know, it's just too crazy, actually, you know.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So with all that knowledge in me of all that and the harems all over the world and all the children I had and how it all came to be, I think that made me want to be a eunuch because I really do, because I want to please God and not women or men.